fade into the gray. It comes at night, like the rising tide. A slow approach, no place to hide. The way it moves with a haunting grace, me possessed with one embrace. Lonely ghost.
All right. Welcome to Old Gods of Appalachia as we're playing through the TTRPG. Having our fun and away from Appalachia as our friends might be, as currently they find themselves in the marvelous place of New York City, finding out what costs those who answered the call of liberty and what that has meant. And of course, if you are listening and finding yourselves intrigued by all of this, we do have room for a new player. You can find at gmbalo.com. Now, through ways of crawling and through much searching through library and other, you found a place where boys are trapped. A place of New York that even in this, people would rather just forget. Back when industrialization was raw and fueled wars, things needed to win. As in that right times, the people found it most convenient to look the other way, to make room for sacrifice, even that of children. And thus, in the place of Osgrove, where the man stands himself, at least what once was a man, but now powered by the machine of boys and their souls, forever churning people in, taking people from where they were, from their lives, and making them part of his company burrow. Charlie, Ruby, and Ridge have found and relieved the man from a chain that hung around his neck, one that seemed to cry with the mangled sounds of bones cracking, of boys dying. And while Osgrove searches for it, they have it, and Ridge holds his hammer high, hoping against hope that he can hit it just right. So, Lynn, why don't you describe for us what Ridge is doing?
So basically he just has his hatchet out and like slowly, just one by one, just keeps like slamming his hatchet down onto the chain repeatedly over and over. He's not really he's not really like being. He's just kind of wailing. He's not really doing. He's doing it specifically with the intent to break it. He doesn't really care if it's like tripping the floor or whatever, or if it's breaking his axe. He is full on just slamming down on it.
Very good. Go ahead and get a might challenge. You tell me anything that you're throwing into it.
1 second. I'm gonna put 1 point of effort into this, and I rolled a 19.
Woo! Let's see, was a hammer a heavy weapon?
That is a hatchet.
It's a hatchet. Is a heavy weapon or medium?
No, it's a light weapon.
It's a light weapon. Okay, so it's 2. But for 19, get 3 additional points here as you take the strike and it comes down hard. Whoom, and the sparks fly. You can see part of the chains are mangled. Not cut, but damaged where you hit it as that sound rings throughout the factory. And something between a yell and a cry of pain and a howl of hunger and anger comes from the back as you hear the scratching sounds of metal against cement. As Osgrove bursts from his office, wanting to run, knowing that you are harming what seems precious to him. Now, all of you can tell me what you want to do.
Charlie is going to look at Ruby and, as if to say, we need to distract him. We need to let Ridge finish the job.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And she kind of nods at him. And she's gonna... God, she really doesn't... I don't think anything that I have right now is gonna, like... I don't think the calm stranger is going to do any effect on this. So she's just going to look at him and she's going to shake the bones.
All right. Intellect challenge.
Intellect. All right. This is using magic, which I am trained in.
Yes.
All right. Which one do I want? I don't want that one. I want this one. Ow. And then I will, I'll go ahead and put an effort into it. Oops. No. Thank you. All right. So, 15.
15. All right. Rings out whoom, as he gets hit, absorbing much of the physical, but it hurts down to their soul as gas gets pumped. And you can see underneath their vest rips and looks like belts, keeping a black heart pumping, begin to fray.
Ooh. Charlie, there!
Yeah. Yeah, I see it. Don't have a gun. Pardon me. Deciding between a couple of courses of action here. I think that Charlie is going to he'll take out his harmonica and he's going to sort of play a tune, play a melody, and he's going to try to make it, what's the word I'm looking for? Disharmonious. That's not my right word. Or off rhythm with the sounds coming from the factory itself. So he's trying to disrupt it, because he's going to use the ribbons of darkness, which is the one that just hinders all actions.
Okay, yeah, trying to like retime the whole factory against them, some type of thing. I like.
Yeah.
So that comes out as now it's going to be heavily assetted, but I will need a roll against this type of creature.
Okay, cool. So it's using magic, using music, trained and all that stuff. Let's see what I get. That's a 15.
Okay, so as everything seems to sound out of tune, out of sorts, their distraction seems to be off, comforted by the sound for so many decades. They don't know which way is up anymore. And as you look, it seems as though whatever they had for eyes has long given way to steel, to oil. And it is the timing of the factory that has guided them, and it is off. They do not know what to do next. We'll go over Lynn.
He's still gonna keep. He's unrelenting in his decision. Like, he's kind of like tunnel visioned, unfortunately, and he's just gonna keep trying to slam down on it.
Well, I don't think it's unfortunate there. I think we like this. So let's go.
That's what Charlie and Ruby want him to do.
Exactly. We got him. You get that chain.
He's tunnel visioned on the chain. Let's go. Oh, hey, that's a nat 20.
Ooh. Oh my goodness. Yes, coming down for 4 additional. There for 6. And it cracks even more. Now the individual chains themselves beginning to separate. The form of this creature goes to a knee. They are now permanently hindered from the damage. The chain is still trying to resist. And they got to roll. Actually, yep. Say with that, quickly they're gonna see Charlie. Let's see here. Yeah, the one that had ripped open, shown their belts. Their focus on Ruby. And as they put out their hands, a nearby machine, a belt comes loose, wraps around your neck and tries to pull you onto the moving belt. I'm going to need a speed or mat defense. Ruby?
I'm sorry, I muted myself. Okay, so I am trained in speed defense. So I will go ahead and use my speed defense, and then I will do 3 speed for an effort.
Nice.
Yeah. 3 speed for an effort. I have to think. I have to do reverse math. That's hard for me. Okay, there we go. Come on, let's do this. Boink. 11. Unless it needs to be better.
Okay, so with all the hindrance, that will work
Okay, cool.
because they're hindered to all get out. Yeah, so this wraps around your neck, begins to pull. How do you get out of it?
She kind of it wraps around her neck, but she's also very live, and she's a dancer, so she kind of spins to where it uncurls itself, and just where it uncurls, and she's just like kind of does this little dip and spin, and she just kind of slinks out.
Nice. On the practiced. All right, then got Ruby and Charlie. What do you want to do?
Another shake the bones.
Okay.
You can't catch me.
Oh, yeah.
So another might or
Intellect is where.
intellect. Yeah,
Yeah.
another intellect. Okay. Oh, come on, Doyce. 10.
Esta mañana.
All right, let's see here.
See?
That will hit.
All right. Yeah, so that's 2 might and 2 intellect.
So again, another hit. As they scream. And Charlie.
I think he's so the ribbons thing stays up for a minute without him. Unlike the Bewitch, he doesn't have to keep playing for it, so that just stays in place.
Yeah.
He can choose to move out of it, but it takes his full action to do so.
A las 3.
And
A las
so,
tres.
what he will do, I think, he kind of wants to distract this thing more.
¿Lleva el camioneta?
I think he will. I think he's going to sprout wings, and he's going to fly up and over to the side to separate himself from Ruby, but attempt to basically get this thing's attention.
Oh, very nice.
Because she got out of that, but he doesn't want it going after her again.
Yes. All right. Yeah, so I think for this distraction part of it, go ahead and give me an intellect challenge.
All right. I am going to put an effort into it. And let me see. How is this? I think the distraction. I think it's the distraction. I don't know this. So this would be. This honestly sounds like something he would say for Shake the Bones, but he's just using it as a distraction here. He's going to start mocking it. and saying, how are you going to keep your factory running if you can't even keep your own body together? Because he's seeing it fraying and falling apart and all that.
Nice.
So. All right. That is an 11.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, with everything going on, that kind of looks at you. Who are you? Why? What are you? Very confused at these people who seem to have his number. And then we're going right over to Lynn.
All right. So he will continue to keep his focus on the axe, on that chain.
Okay. And what are they thinking about as... Like, what's in Ridge's mind?
To Ridge, all he can think about is if he breaks this chain, he can hopefully at least heavily weaken it, or maybe get rid of this freakish man altogether. And he wants him gone
Nice.
to protect the others. And let's reroll. Oh no. Well, there goes my luck.
There is an inspiration.
Oh, there is. Okay. I'm gonna, because I rolled a 5, so
Yeah, so you can use that for reroll?
yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Oh, it went worse actually. I got a 4. No.
Oh no, 5 then 4. With that, distracted by the fly-in, by it looking up, pieces of steel flying, you come down, and this time hit nothing but floor. Whoom. Is fully distracted now. It will. He raises up. Looks up as you hear chains cracking above you, Charlie. As you see a suspended, what looks like machine that had been lifted up, parts of it stored, all release and start falling down towards you. Give me speed or my defense.
That'll be speed. Well, actually, no, it'll be speed because I'm trained in speed.
Nice. Trying to dodge out of the way.
And I will put effort into it as well. That is a 13.
Okay. Hearing the noises, you start to move before you even look up, pushing yourself as the things come crashing down hard against the ground. Then Charlie Ruby.
Oh, man.
I feel like Charlie might say to Ruby, I've got his attention. If you can help Ridge, do you have something you can help Ridge with?
I have a dagger.
Well, just some way to, like, I don't know, steady his aim or something, because there's a lot going on right now.
I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use Calm Stranger on Ridge to keep him calm and help him focus on the chain and hitting the chain.
Absolutely. That is going to be in 2 assets to them.
All right. All right, I got it. Ridge. Calm, breathe. You have this. You can do this.
Is Charlie just keeping up what he's doing? Or is he doing something?
I
else?
think so. I think now that he's sort of done that and they're together working on it, he just wants this thing entirely focused on him. So even if he sort of like flies right over its head, sort of keep it looking around and having to follow him.
Very good. Good with that. And then we go to Ridge. This very eased roll.
One more time. One more time. All right. Oh, my luck's back again. 15.
Okay. And now, damage distracted. The axe comes down. There is a flash. Whew. Calm. You're able to hit right where the other heavy blow had hit as the link severs. Now, in this moment, it begins. You can see as it severs, the pieces almost want to be together. And your sight now sees so many boys bound in these chains. The links, their souls, and they're scared. They're scared to no longer be the connected whole they were. Their fear keeping them now. And even though you've opened the door, well, the outside is new. And you can see them almost working to close, using what little is left of their energy to try to repair this hole that has been made. So what does Ridge do to try to help these poor spirits?
Oh. Okay. So first, Ridge wants to see if he can, like, get their attention. Try to help them not focus on wasting all their energy on something that could potentially harm them. So he wants to like calmly, see if he can attempt a communication with them.
Yeah, you think you can. Just a moment you can reach out. What do you want to say?
Ooh. Okay, so he's gonna say, it's okay to be afraid, but you guys are going to be stuck here for the rest of your lives, and I can't let that happen to all of you. If you want, I could help you be free. If you just want to follow me, we can go outside. You can live as truly happy, free spirits. You just have to trust me. All of you.
All right. Give me an intellect challenge. Tell me anything you're throwing at it or skills. Training.
Unfortunately, Ridge doesn't have any of those. So it's just gonna have to be barrel roll.
Well, you've got some stuff with communicating, right? For spirits?
I think. Okay, wait. Oh my gosh. The only thing I can remember, he just is able to communicate with them effectively. And he has his little spirit accomplice, which he didn't use so far.
All right. Remember, you can spend your intellect points to ease the roll.
I do have a couple. Yeah, I want to go ahead and spend one. Let me see what I got here. Oh my! What is my luck today? I got another nat 20.
Oh!
Yes.
Okay.
I'm my luck is very hit or miss today.
All right. In that case, with that, you call out. You see them. They pause. Hear your voice. They trust your voice. And they travel the links of the chain near where you severed. As they do, it begins to rust and crumble as they gather round. And there, before you, you can see the other spirits of the boys, that ones that tried to harm, rusted. These ones blue and white, almost pure. And you can see they're like split copies of one another. And they stare. The child and the worker separated, powering this. But at the same time, you see Osgrove now, part of his own body suddenly rusts and breaks. No. And he breathes as a flurry of rusted matter comes from his mouth, trying to circle around Charlie. His breath trying to bring down those that are harming him. So, Charlie, that'll be a speed defense, I think.
Okay. Still trained. Still gonna put some effort. Still gonna put one effort into it. That is a 10.
All right. A 10. That, I think with everything, we'll still... Well, effort, right? Yeah. So again, just getting out of the way again. Because of all the things binding him. And what do y'all want to do?
Seeing Ridge doing his thing, got that done. Seeing this guy going after Charlie, Ruby's like, no. You're washed up. Your time is over. As she does another shake the bones.
Oh, nice. I think now they're so hurt. Your power's now going through normally. As it hits. Charlie, what do you want to do?
I guess he'll do the same because it feels like we still need to do this. So he's just up there mocking it, and it's to shake the bones as well.
Got it. All right, another blast. More of his body rusting, come apart. No. And Lynn. Ridge is what I mean.
So Ridge is gonna walk up to it and he's gonna be like, "You no longer have power here," and he's going to raise his hatchet and just try to strike him while he's down.
Oh, nice. Let's see that roll.
And I'm gonna put an effort into that actually.
You got it.
You aren't gonna believe this.
Another nat 20.
You're not gonna.
Did you really?
Yeah, you're gonna think I'm lying.
I know it happens.
All
it
right.
really happens.
So then, Ridge, take control of this. Your axe goes high. The spirits around. how do you feel like they help you? What's this look like? Channeling the freed boys, your rage, everything to do the final blow to Osgrove.
So he's going to just simply raise it, and with all of his might, he lingers there for a second, really kind of like taking it in. He like breathes a heavy breath, and he mutters something in Irish, which he can't understand, but to him it feels very personal. And he's just breathing, and he's muttering like this Irish prayer to himself. And as soon as he's done, the hatchet falls down onto Osgrove.
Indeed. The power of the old country, where once there were pieces of the hills of Appalachia even, and they are breaking and shining. The power of spirits and boys come down, revoked, strike, as the machine that once was a man falls apart and scatters across the floor. Watching in quiet honor, the boys now try to find themselves, decide if they can come together again. The fear that they had that united them gone, the hatred and vengeance fulfilled. They watch. Look at all of you, maybe for new meaning, but they just don't know what to do now. So, what would y'all like to do?
Ruby looks at them and we were requested to save you from someone who's been looking for you. The boy.
They look confused. Go ahead.
He helps people in your situation, other boys in your situation. And he wants to help you. That's all he requested, was for us to come and save you, get you out of here.
You take us there.
We'll take you there, yes.
They nod. Then we'll follow you. We'll follow you three.
She smiles. I'm sorry what you've been through for all these years. We'll get you there safely.
Nod.
Charlie, you gonna come down from there?
Yeah, he's been sort of up, looking around, making sure that there weren't any other random belts or chains or pieces of machinery that were still looking threatening. But he comes down. So do we? He looks at Ruby. Do you? Actually, first of all, he looks at Ridge. Says, "Nice work, friend." And then he'll look at Ruby and say and ask, "Do we know? Do you remember how to find that one? How to take them to him?"
We gotta get to a mine.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know where the closest mine is, so let's try and figure that out.
Yeah, you basically try to get back to the hills of Appalachia with these spore spirits. I think kind of tell me how do you think you bring them with you to kind of contain them or to give them something?
I'm trying to remember exactly what the boy said about the lantern, because he said that we had to free the boys, and then would she get the lantern after she freed the boys? Or
Yes.
yes, so she has to bring the boys to him, and then okay. Oh, oh wait, I got an idea. Is she pulls out the necklace that Marco gave to her, or that she accidentally took with her, and Ivy said that this has power from old, like power, like that. It's not Appalachia, of course, because it was apparently this was made in Italy. But do you think you boys could go into the Ruby on this and be safe? Does it feel like it's? I don't know much about this. I feel like this would be safe for you.
It needs power.
It needs power.
Power runs the machines. Power runs everything. So this can work. However, it will need 13 intellect points to function. That can be given from multiple people here.
Okay, let me do a 10-minute recovery roll.
So everyone could do their 10-minute, I think, as everyone takes a breath. Any RP you want to do.
Charlie, you okay?
Charlie is sort of standing up. He's rolling his shoulders again, like he did last time. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. It doesn't feel right doing it.
It helped out a lot. How are you feeling, Ridge?
Well, my arm's a bit sore.
I'm sure.
But other than that, I'm pretty happy with everything that turned out.
Me too. I'm glad you dodged out of the way of that big old piece of machinery, Charlie, as she stares at the smashed
Right.
machinery on the ground. That would have squished you.
Yeah, most likely. Most likely. If you don't mind me asking, Ridge, what was that? What was that you said right before you took care of our dance partner here? What? I didn't quite understand it.
Oh, well, it was an old Irish prayer. It was basically asking the gods for protection and to do their due judgment on this man, if I can even call it that. He'll get what he deserves if there's an afterlife.
Yeah, I don't know how much man there was left there.
I don't think there was any man left. That was just he was a Hank.
I like to think there's always a bit of person, even in the worst things.
No, I'm sure there is, but when that person is just at the very depths of their soul is just corrupt. I don't even think like I don't find those true people. I find them more monstrous than most anything that we've come across. We should know we've had people trying to like wear us as skin suits, eat us, corn beef, just all sorts of weird things happening.
I can only imagine.
Yeah.
Every time I hear something that you guys have gone through, I get a little bit more concerned.
It's fine. We've survived this long, right?
Yeah,
A little more worse for wear, maybe.
Mm.
Charlie looks like he's shaking something off, a thought or something. But then sort of turns to Ridge quizzically. I mean, I'm honestly very, very happy that you've joined us, Ridge, and that you've come along, even with all the stuff we keep saying. But I'm still, I feel like I've not had real much of a chance to ask how you found your way to our doorstep initially to begin with.
I unfortunately don't know much myself. I just kind of was wandering, and next thing I know, I'm fighting a Rustin Tin Man. But all things, I'm glad I joined. I don't think I could leave. I watched a girl become part bug.
We took care of that.
I know, but it was still grotesque.
Disconcerting?
to watch.
Disconcerting, grotesque, all good answers.
Yeah.
Well, that's Ivy for you. She likes to get in trouble sometimes.
I'm just glad those things are out of her.
You and me both. That was a little weird. All right.
I think you're super strong, though. I've never been picked up like that. And she could do it with ease with those bugs.
Ew, that just gives me the creepy crawlies. Let's not talk about that. Okay?
Would you prefer I count the horse like?
Let's not even. Oh no! Where'd he go? He passed out. Oh no! He freaked himself out so much he passed out himself
Mid sentence.
mid sentence. Oh my!
Jeez. No.
Oh my!
hell with him. Let him rest.
Let him sleep it on.
There we go.
Oh, man, you're back.
the
Oh
wrong
my
button.
God.
Hit the wrong button.
Ridge, you're okay. Oh, I thought like you started talking about them creepy crawlies and you just blacked out. You freaked yourself out so much. You blacked yourself out.
I closed the wrong tab.
I've done it. I've done it myself, so it's fine.
He's okay.
Okay. So, in order to power this necklace, we've got to give it energy. All right. And 13.
All right, but I feel like we're still I'm still a little confused because I thought we need to go back to Avery County to get the land. So we're gonna have to go back to Avery County and then come back to the.
We
the
just
Ark
need
again?
no. We just need to find the closest mine.
Okay.
Yeah, we just need to find the closest mine. That's it. And I'm sure we can find the closest mine somewhere. Any of you boys know where the closest mine is to New York City?
The ghosts do not.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I tried. That's all that matters.
Real quick, above table, Matt. Do I have that right, or have I missed something? It feels like there's going to be.
It doesn't have to be every county. No, it's
Okay.
it could just
Okay.
be.
We have to just leave the city long enough to find a mine, and then
Yeah, because basically the spirit he seemed to be the boys like the vent spirit of people of boys who've died in mines.
gotcha.
So it's sort of like you have to get to a place of power for them. They
Gotcha.
can't just kind of come into the city. So
Right.
there's a sense of that.
All right. Let's get them in this necklace. Let's get this necklace powered up. You guys are going to have to help me. I can't do this by myself.
Yep.
And let's get these boys into this necklace to keep them safe while we get to the mine. Mine. Okay.
Let me let's see here. Okay. So we took that rest. All right, we need 13.
13, yeah.
Okay.
So I'm trying to think. I'm trying to figure out. Hold on.
Yeah, what you each want to give here.
Okay, I'll do 5, and you guys do. Can you guys do 4 each, and I can do 5?
We could do that. I could do 5 as well.
I'll
Oh,
do
yeah.
5. It's fine. I'll do 5 because I'm back up to full intellect.
Okay. Can Ridge do 4?
You do 4, Ridge?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So hold on to the guys. Per hand and put your hands on top of the necklace, on top of the ruby, and just focus with me. And I don't know if Ridge is trained in using magic or anything, but she's going to do encouragement for Ridge for being trained in magic, because I think Charlie is trained in magic, using magic, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, so I actually allow this so that this can be 4-3-3 because of all this. I'll let
4-3-3. Okay.
Yeah.
That works. All right. So I did 4. You guys do 3 to power up this ruby.
all right. That it shines bright, and the boys nod as little by little they come in and allow themselves a place to be fed. All right. So this won't keep them going forever, but for a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah, just long enough to get us to a mine. That's all.
Yeah,
All right.
like a day or two. Yeah.
That works. All right.
All right, can we get out of the factory now?
Oh, we sure can. Whenever you're ready, Charlie.
I've been ready for a while.
All right. Well, let's go.
Do we see the little girl ghost?
So as you walk, you can see her crying in a corner.
Oh,
Charlie stops, sort of, and he'll cautiously approach her.
Her head is down, her face over her hands, hair hanging down, obscuring hands as well. You can see it seems like tears of oil streaking down her nice little Sunday dress. What would you like to do?
Charlie will sort of try to speak to her. Say, what's wrong, dear?
They're all gone. You took all the fun.
No, we needed to get them out of here. Are you stuck in here?
The hands come down. You see skin drooping, oil coming out of a mouth, and eyes almost falling out of a skull. I can't be here no more. I'm being pulled away. And kind of coughs. You see a heart skitter across the floor from her chest. She starts lying down, and her body begins to break apart. A mixture of belts and daisies, of jacks and marbles. In a voice, not to any of you, as if overheard, you hear, "Yes, darling, we have things to do." As what was flesh and blood seems to sizzle and turn into putrid smoke.
Does Charlie recognize the voice of all the various things he's talked to and communicated with?
Well,
Is there anything familiar in it?
this voice, no,
Okay.
is different.
So it sort of came apart. She came apart. They said that a heart skidded across the floor. Is it still there, or did it dissolve?
It's there, kind of like gray, sitting there.
Okay. I think Charlie has mixed feelings about what just happened, but since it seems obvious that the spirit is gone, I assume it's obvious the spirit's gone at this point.
It seems that, yeah.
And I think he'll. All right, go and rejoin the others.
Ruby will just take his hand. You okay?
I think it's getting harder and harder for me to recognize what the monsters are and what they aren't.
I get that. I think
I'm
it's,
just so
I think it's going to get tougher as we keep going.
he looks at Ruby for a moment. Well, as long as I can look into those eyes.
You
He
keep,
turns away, and
oh, don't you turn your back on me.
he's not turning his back. He's just not looking right at your face anymore.
Don't
He's
you
just-
turn away from me after saying that. You keep saying that. What do you mean by that?
Got pretty eyes, that's all.
Oh. Ridge, come on. I'm never going to get a straight answer out of this man.
Let's just get out of the factory. We gotta walk ahead of us if you.
Mm-hmm. Let's go.
Onwards.
And upwards, folks.
Ever onwards. You come out of the factory here. And there seems to be thick fog. You see a lot of the folks who you saw coming in kind of wandering, gathering. They go, what has happened? What should we do? And some you can see are 40, 50 years out of place.
Hmm.
A few people in blue uniform, musket on the back.
Ooh. Now, do these people look like they're still alive, or are they spirits, or
It seemed like they're actually alive.
they're actually alive? They're just, ooh.
We broke up. I don't think we just freed the boys. I think we just broke whatever was affecting this whole borough.
It was stuck in a time like loop or something like that. I don't know. They were frozen in time, maybe?
But you had people who wandered in and
Got lost?
got stuck here, and maybe when they're stuck here, They don't age.
Possibly. Well,
I don't know what we. Do I get the sense that we can leave? Because when we were coming in here, there was sort of this back and forth where, like, initially something was trying to, like, give us a sense we wanted to leave, and then eventually it was like, no, you want to stay. Is Charlie still feeling any of that, or?
Yeah. Oh, there's an odd sense of like that this it's still somewhat safe, but the urge and the compunction is gone. You think there is possible one could go and rejoin, though exactly how these people will, you don't know.
Yeah.
well, we could try and show them the way out. And if they want to continue, or if they want to stay here and continue doing whatever it is they're doing here.
Yeah. And as you look, it's as though the buildings and even homes are gone, slowly becoming this mist and fog.
Oh dear.
Okay. You can either stay here and become mid-dog or whatever is happening here, or they can come back with a rejoin society and be out of place for a while.
We need to think about like, we can't become responsible for all these people, but we need to figure out where they could go, at least momentarily, until they start figuring out what's going on.
Well, any ideas, Ridge?
Don't look at me, man. I know about as much as you do.
All right.
Not much.
Yeah, well, we don't know much of anything, do we? All right. Well, do I see someone who might be more influential on these people than anyone else? Like someone who could become like kind of a pseudo leader for these people?
Yeah, I think you can pick, because you're all looking at this woman, about 40, in their 40s, who has herself put together, and she's the one where others would look dazed. She's figuring, calculating, even counting who's there.
Mhm. And she'll go up to her. Hello, I'm Ruby, and you are. She holds out her hand.
Oh, Betsy.
Oh, Miss Betsy, it's a pleasure to meet you. It seems like everyone here is kind of in a pickle, and what was what year do you last remember?
The year?
Yeah.
Kind of blinks. It was 1888.
1888. Okay. Well, I'm not sure exactly what happened here, other than I think you guys, whenever you came into this area, you got this area is kind of in a I don't know, a time stop, because right now it's 1921.
What?
Yeah.
It's very confused. What are we gonna?
Well, the only thing that I could think of, because it seems like you got some people from the Civil War here.
Right, the war of the states, yeah.
Yeah. The only thing I could think of is there is a library that can give you guys information on history and what has happened, and you can get caught up with the times, or you can come with us because New York does not look how it used to. A lot has changed in the past years.
Right.
Yes.
I'm wondering if Charlie will sort of come up and say, "No, ma'am, my name's Charlie. I'm actually wondering, Ruby, if they can hang tight here for a little bit longer. I might be able to sniff out a place. The library is a place to obviously learn about what's going on, but you're not going to be able to, sleep there. Wondering if I can sniff out a place that might be able to work. Matt, what I'm thinking is one of the new abilities I took and have not used yet is called Ask Around, where I can spend an hour in like group of people or in an area, and I can come away with useful information.
Okay.
So I basically sort of spend about an hour talking to folks, and she's just wondering if there's any kind of halfway house or a place like that they'd at least get a roof over their heads until they're able to get bearings, just because I don't know if we can transport however many people there are here with us to where we're trying to go.
Yeah.
Also, I'm just afraid that if they stay here any longer with all of the buildings and stuff disappearing, I'm afraid they're going to disappear as well. Maybe we can just get them out and keep them in one spot while we do that.
Sure. Well, I mean, Ruby and Ridge can stay with them because Charlie just needs to kind of walk the area.
We'll just exit this area and keep them in one spot outside of this this burrow that's disappearing. And then as Charlie goes, and whenever he gets the information that he needs, he can come back to us instead of trying to have to find the burrow again. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So I'd say, I get what you're trying to do.
And I think if it helps any, what I think Charlie would say is he's sort of talking with people around, is he's going to say that what it is that there's a group of folks from maybe upstate New York, a small town. Actually, he could use this maybe as a way to also find out where a nearby mining town might be, to be like the mine. Well, there was a mine that was shut down, and so these people become displaced. And so just to give it some context, so in terms of in terms of when he's talking to people about how to find a place like this.
Okay. That makes sense to me. Yeah, I think I'll let you try to figure this. Oh, so you ask around and you just get this is what it says?
It costs 2 intellect points, but I have 2 edge and intellect, so yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it says here, I'm sorry, I should read it for you. You can ask around about any topic you choose and come away with useful information. You can ask a specific question, or you can simply obtain general facts. You also get a good idea of the general layout, presence of major sites, and even notice obscure details. Yeah. And it takes about an hour to complete, it says.
Okay. So Charlie went to look around the city for an hour or so. As you do, you do find a somewhat vacant halfway house that, well, takes in all types. And given the, we'll say this is a kind of here and you find it, they listen to the story that you're spinning, and go ahead and give me intellect challenge to see if we can convince them, really with hardly any money for these people, to get them in while they get their feet on the ground. I
Gotcha.
don't know if I can give them out of food, but I can keep them from sleeping on the streets, I guess, at least for a night or two.
That's what we're aiming for. So given that he is sort of spinning a tale, he's trained in deception.
Yeah.
So okay. That is a 14.
Okay. So when Margaret's halfway, she goes, all right. It's a bunch of people not kind of put out below. All right, you bring them on in and we'll keep them. So at least till they can figure out whether they need to get out of here or catch a train or figure their ways.
Understood. Thank you kindly, ma'am. And he will go and rejoin the others and say, I found us lady, Miss Margaret, you said?
Yes.
Margaret. Miss Margaret has got a halfway house. She's gonna take y'all, and she can't promise that she's got the resources to feed you, but you can at least get off the street for a day or two till you get your sorts about what's going on and figure out if it's better for y'all to try to stay in the city or make your way out of it.
Oh, all right.
As during that hour, Ruby would have given them a crash course in history.
Here's what you gotta know.
Here's
Where's-
what you gotta know.
Why is our substitute school marm not here with us?
Yeah, she's like, so yeah, Union won. Slavery was abolished.
Woohoo!
Yeah, but
They're all very happy. They're from the north. They're good with
Yeah.
this.
oh yeah. What else? What else am I forgetting?
Industrialization happened.
Industrialization happened. Currently, alcohol is prohibited. There are ways around it. You just got to know those ways and not get caught. Watch out for a man named Marco. And don't get caught up in his schemes.
I think
And
my family would have came to America around this time.
nice. So
Yeah, 1880s. Yeah, about. I think a little bit earlier.
And the library, you just go down to, I don't know where it is in New York, but she knows, and she'll tell them where it is. That's the library. You can look up more history if you need to. And there's plenty of places in Appalachia and all over all over here that you can go, and it's perfectly fine. You don't have to stay in the city. Just be careful of people who. Be careful of the railway. That's all I gotta say. Just be careful of the railway.
All right. They nod and they go. They start to realize, like, I was just trying to get my love some flowers. And they just say, many just in the middle of doing something and separated. And as they come back, there's tears as the memories come like full force, realizing what they've lost. I had children.
I'm so sorry.
I and sad they understand getting the house, and we can try to figure out whatever they need to do next. As I think Margaret goes, I look at some of these, and they might work out, but what do you think? What do you think you will do? Are you going to do anything for those who do not? I don't know where should I tell them to go? Where would they be able to be sent? What is their home if they aren't making it here?
Ruby kind of looks at Charlie and Ridge and is like, Avery County? I mean, I hate to do that to them, but we're already filled with like some weirdos.
I mean, they can make the trip.
Yeah.
We could add to our little
Our family.
family, a little community.
Yeah.
I mean, it might be easier for them. Some of them. There's a mix here, though. Some of them might not be as used to the country as others, but
Yeah. Maybe
help.
just send them to. Oh, I forgot what state we're in.
North Carolina.
North Carolina. Okay. I mean, we could try and send them to North Carolina. Just send them to North Carolina if they ever want to step by Avery County. That's where we are. That's all we can do.
Oh, all right. Hope they'll make it, but I see some. They already are giving up. Okay.
For them.
Let's make sure they try to get what they can. It says, kind of looks them and looks at all of you. I have heard of where I came. There were woods where people would go lost. People get lost in the city too, but looks like you may have found them.
Mhm.
This is good.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but it happens sometimes. The only thing we can do is try and get them where they need to go and support them. As like not, I can't support them monetarily, but
Would the library have the kind of record? I don't even know if it's advisable. The kind of records that will let those who potentially had family, like, look up. In 1920s, could they even look up something like where their family was? Or that's probably
I mean, they might be able to, but that's stuff.
Yeah.
I'll be able to totally.
they
do.
can at least try.
yeah.
So you leave them, and they try to see whatever they can come to. Is you have the necklace with the boys, and what would the three of you like to do?
Now we gotta. I think we need to go back to the library to figure out where the closest mine is.
Yeah.
Oh, so many mines. I'm so tired of mines.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
all
think
right.
so.
Yeah. Okay. They should have maps there, right?
Yeah, that's one thing they should have.
All right.
It would make sense.
Yeah. All right. Go to the
All right,
library.
that's something you're trying to figure out right now. You want to travel out of the city.
Yeah, we want to travel out of the city to get to the mine so we can get that the lantern, because we need that lantern for Marco,
Okay,
to take care of Marco.
of course. Okay. So I think with that, then, to traveling the best you could. Here, I think. I'm not sure what money do you all have on you. I'm trying to figure like what resources you have to go or get.
I'm sure Ruby has a little bit of money on her.
Yeah. Well, you did the diner. She has some
Yeah.
times and stuff. That's true. All right. So, getting on let's say then, you are able to find as you go up more to upstate New York. There's a mine here and there. As you call in, and it's night. I'll say, well, how do you call the boy?
She'll go into the mine. And she'll step a little bit further into the mine than she would normally step into. And she'll be like, boy, we have done what you have asked, as she takes out the necklace with the ruby, and she holds it, and she says to it, we are here where it will be safe for you boys. You can come out now.
And there you see a light come. And the boy, his eyes black, followed by 50 other boys, their eyes glowing white. As he comes. You have brought the boys.
I have.
And they emerge from this. Come now, the small form says, looking no more than 11. You can walk. That man, Osgrove, hurt you. We will find those like him and give them what they gave the boys that took responsibility for. And these boys nod, and they come in. Go right. And this boy now approaches, and you can see scars and cuts, signs of abuse, almost that of suffocation, all types of deaths visited upon the body of the boy. A beacon advertisement for the crimes against children, those neglected and made to go in small spaces, only to have mountains fall upon them. And he holds out a blue oil lantern. It's rusted and worn. You will carry the blue ghost.
Yes.
And return it when you have done with this man what he deserves.
You will receive it back as soon as I'm done.
He looks back. No mercy.
He will pay for his crimes against everyone he has wronged.
And these hundreds of boar spirits with the boy walk back into the mine.
Ruby walks out holding the lantern. Tears in her eyes.
You all right, Ruby?
These poor children. That poor boy.
Yeah.
It's
Did you
just-
get what you needed?
She holds it up. I did.
All right, then.
All right, time to go back. Let's go take care of Marco.
I'm wondering if we need to. If we need to find a place to rest up. I don't know if we're assuming we've been resting during all this. How long all this is taking.
Well, you can find somewhere in the way you do your recovery where about would you want to rest?
Well, I didn't even mean mechanically, just sort of
Oh yeah.
if we've been
Well,
like,
yeah. I think this week I think you went pretty quick. It felt like because it's something you wanted. So,
Mhm.
but I think you're able to find probably in the same halfway house as a room you all could have like shared together.
okay.
At least for now. Not a lot of room. A lot of people are sharing rooms, living rooms, with
Mhm.
just trying to find space. I think, given that you don't want certain people to know you're here, it's probably the
Yeah.
best
Yep.
to do.
Yep.
So, if you all want, you can process recovery rolls as you
Okay.
like.
I'll do one more. I'll do an hour recovery roll. See how this goes for me. Okay. And 4 here and 2 there. Awesome. All right. I'm almost back up to full. Check that out.
All right. Then I think with that, we will end for tonight. And come back to the next part of our New York tale next week. Awesome. Thank you. We'll see you next week.
Bye,
Night,
guys.
man.
That family.